Hi, boys and girls. This is Miss Karen, and I'm so excited to be able to talk with you today. It is 4th of July weekend. I hope you have had some fun, maybe fireworks or saw fireworks on TV. And before we talk about our lesson, I want to tell you about Mega Quest. It is such a fun adventure, and if there are adults in the room with you, I want to encourage you to ask them to sign you and your family up for Mega Quest. It's going to be scavenger hunts and sports and games and activities and prizes. And you want to make sure that you and your friends and your family get to be a part of it. So be sure to sign up. Ask your adult in the room to sign up and go to www.thewocc.com/megaquest to get you and your friends and your family registered for that. Hey, today's lesson, we're going to talk about wisdom. Wisdom is something that you have when you take the experiences that you've had, the knowledge that you have, and God's direction, and put them all together to help you make good choices. Today, Nick and Jeremy are going to be talking about Jehoshaphat, a king in the Old Testament in 2 Chronicles chapter 20, and about how Jehoshaphat asked God for wisdom, and God gave him wisdom in a war that was being waged against him. So it's a very interesting story. I want to encourage you to read that, and also to read the book of James, only 5 chapters. You can read that this week. So I want to encourage you to read that as well. It's got great stuff in it. So let's watch the video. And also, one last thing I want to tell you is next week, we are going to gather together as a church. I hope you and your family come to White Oak and join us. And I can't wait to see you. And I know all the other Growzone teachers and leaders can't wait to see you as well. So enjoy the video, see what Nick and Jeremy are up to, and pray and ask God to give you wisdom in difficult times. And he will give that to you. Have a great day.
Dude, Nick, what's up? You look freaked out, man. We're hosting together. This is awesome.
Yeah, so Jeremy, you know how you let me borrow your car for lunch and stuff? You know how cars are supposed to kind of look like this?
Yeah.
Yours doesn't really look like that anymore, and I don't think you need these.
What? What do you mean I don't need them?
I kind of totaled your car.
What? That's awesome! Hey everybody, welcome to the Journey Today show. I am Jeremy.
And I'm Nick.
And for the record, he didn't wreck my car.
I didn't wreck his car.
I do like my car, but I still would have been celebrating because of what we're learning today.
Yeah, what's the big idea?
Our big idea today is God calls us to seek him for wisdom in times of trouble. Now, Nick, so this is cool because we're in a book that I love in the Bible. We're in the book of James. You guys have to understand, James was Jesus' brother. Now, Mary would have been his mom, and Joseph would have been his dad. So imagine for a second, how hard would it be to have a perfect, sinless Son of God as your brother?
I mean, I had a very sinful brother, and that was pretty hard, so I can't imagine what it'd be like having Jesus as my brother.
Yeah. Oh, it'd be crazy. But anyways, I love the book of James because even after growing up with it and watching him walk, after Jesus went to heaven, James became the leader of the church. And so I think we can learn a ton of awesome stuff from James because he was Jesus' brother.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He had experience right there.
Yeah. If you haven't read James, read James.
Yeah.
But you know what? Let's dig into it because I want to look at today's verse and then we're going to talk about what it means.
Today's verse comes from James chapter 1, verse 5. If any of you needs wisdom, you should ask God for it. He will give it to you. God gives freely and to everyone and doesn't find fault. All right, so that verse actually reminds me of the story in the Old Testament of a king of Judah named Jehoshaphat.
Yeah.
Jehoshaphat.
So what does that have to do with like asking God for wisdom in like a crazy like time of trial or time of fear or time of scare? Like, what does that have to do with it?
Yeah, so he and his country is on the brink of war. They're supposed to war with another country.
Like,
Not quite the guns.
oh, like,
There we go.
oh wait, like this.
Just like that.
Yeah.
That's basically
War.
how it's
Got it. Yeah, that'd be
war,
scary.
hardcore. And so instead of just running straight into the war, he decides to ask God for help.
Man.
And he prays.
Oh, see, that would like. Sometimes when I get like scared or worked up, or I think my friend wrecked my car, sometimes I don't think, oh man, now's the time to like ask God what to do, or now's the time to like talk to God about it. Like sometimes I just freak out.
Yeah, exactly. But James and that verse says, if we ask God for wisdom, he gives it to us freely. And so King Jehoshaphat asked God, hey, what do you want me to do? How do you want us to go to war? And God gives him instructions. He follows the instructions up to the edge of a cliff where he looks down on the army he's supposed to fight, and they're all dead. God had fought the battle for him. You know, Jeremy, I'm really confused.
Yeah, I bet you are. So I just like that story's awesome, and it does go with what James says, but it makes me think like Jehoshaphat.
Yeah, I get it.
Like, okay, so Jehoshaphat was all worked up and like about to go to war.
Yeah.
But he went to God in prayer and asked for wisdom, and the problem, hey! Get it?
Yeah. It went away.
It went away.
That's incredible.
So you know what we're going to do?
Please tell me.
I got a challenge for us today.
Let's do this.
Oh, yeah.
Challenge accepted.
All right, Nick, so here's today's challenge. We're going to have exactly 1 minute to blow up as many balloons to at least the size of this Pop-A-Shot basketball. And so the competition is who can blow up the most balloons and stick them up in their shirt, because the dude's name was Jehoshaphat. Yeah. And so at the end of 1 minute, we'll stop, we'll count each other's balloons. The loser has to do the blow the balloon up until it pops challenge. What do you think?
I'm in.
Are you in?
I'm totally in.
All right, let's get Mac's going to count us down, get us ready to start. We've got exactly 1 minute. Mac, do your magic.
3, 2, 1, go.
I'm going to have to like...
1,
2, 3. All right. I hate this, losing this challenge. Here we go. Hey, if you got my back at home, grab a balloon and blow it up until it pops. Ah, I hate it. This is the worst. Ah!
That's so much bigger than I thought.
We need cheaper balloons.
You got it. You got it. You got it. Oh my goodness, kid.
I promise I did not try to make that pop with my hands. I'm glad that it did, because that was so scary.
That was pretty incredible.
All right. Hey, congratulations. You won a challenge. Man, over the last 2 full seasons of the Journey Today show, I have been really bad at winning challenges.
Pretty low percent.
Yeah, real low. I think this shirt was just too small.
Okay.
Hey, so today we're talking about calling out to God in times of trouble so that he can give us wisdom. And I just for a second want to say, like, my favorite definition of the word wisdom is skill at life. So Jehoshaphat, like, When he called out to God for wisdom, like God gave him skill to lead his army. When you faked like you'd wrecked my car and I called out to God, he gave me wisdom to know that I've got really good car insurance. And so you guys right here, I've got a question for you. What can you do to remember to call out to God in times of trouble and ask for wisdom? Press pause
And discuss. Man, that's a great definition of wisdom, skill at life.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, what are areas in your life where you could use more wisdom?
I could be a better friend.
I think I could be more patient whenever you interrupt me.
Hey, thanks for watching the Journey Today show. Today has been terrifying and fun.
Yeah, very fun.
And I hope that you all got more skill at life.
Or wisdom from God.
See you next week.
Have a good one. And that was the question. What are some the outro?
That's a wrap on 12.1.